Creative Tech Podcast. Hi, I'm Kaori Ray, product designer and author. Our mission is to help people in their career and lives by sharing their creative and technology stories.
Thank you so much for watching our channel. So today we are going to share the episode from a Meetup. It was April 24th, our podcast first in-person Meetup. And then we invited two guest speakers. First was Message, and then previously I shared Message story, and then today I can share the Jared story as a background context. So, show and tell. This is a American education for kids to bring something you like and then share to show it and then share the story. So Jared told about it, and then he brought his grandfather's Zippo lighter made in 60s. So it was so beautiful story. Let's get started.
Microphone checking. 1, 2, 3. Mic check. Can you all hear me? Hi, what's up?
Hey.
My name is Jared. I'm from America. I've been in Japan for 10 years. America. If any of you have been there.
Heard of that, yeah.
You guys Canadian, team Canadian.
I love a place called Ohio. If you haven't been there, I highly recommend it. Ohio gozaimasu.
Ohio だから。
The place that every Japanese person knows. Except when I say I'm from Ohio, Japanese people always say it's the potato. Oh, the potatoes. And I'm like, no, that's Idaho. But
Wrong state.
yeah, wrong
Wrong
state.
state.
So what am I talking about?
Yes. Okay. So, Jared, could you please introduce what you do in Tokyo?
Oh yeah, so I worked for Japanese. I came here, like I said, 10 years ago. I worked for a Japanese company for a long time, an ad agency, and then I switched to a Gaishike, an American company, and now I work for. Well, when I was working there, I started a startup on the side, and then we got acquired by a company in America, and so now I'm just kind of like a digital nomad here by accident, I guess, because I technically work for an American company, but I'm living here in Japan. Yeah. So, shout out to the strong U.S. dollar. It's yeah. It's been like paradise for the past year and a half. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and I like long walks on the beach and little puppy dogs.
Thank you. So you are American. So you have education of storytelling and show and tell, right?
Yeah. So actually, show and tell is like something that we do in America when we're like kids.
Do you know show and tell?
Does everyone know show
Yeah,
and tell?
people don't know.
You guys know show and tell?
Yeah.
Are you guys showers and tellers? Any showers? No, just tellers. Yeah. So actually, I didn't realize this was a thing until Kaori brought it up. But yes, in America, when we're kids, and I think this is to help us learn and to speak in front of people. I don't know. I heard that the number one fear is public speaking, and which means that technically people would rather drive off a cliff than have to get up in front of people and talk. So I guess that's kind of like a way in America that our schools try to like maybe break us into that or break the ice a little bit. We bring something that we like, that's important to us. It might not be anything cool to other people, but it's important to us, and because it's important to us, it's something that we can tell a story about. And you stand up in front of everybody and you talk about it, and then everyone looks like they're interested. And that's basically what show and tell is.
Yeah.
And I guess half the people here have never done that before. Yeah, so some people bring really cool stuff like their pets. That's probably like the top ones that people bring, like their pets. But I brought, here, can you hold this? I brought something that's one of my favorite objects, one of the favorite things that I own, which is a Zippo lighter. And this might look like a regular lighter, but this was actually my grandfather's lighter.
Really?
And it's from made in 1967, so it's 56 years old, something like that.
70 years old.
Very old, but it's in very good condition if you can see, except the inside is kind of worn. But my grandfather was in the aviation business. He designed the inside of airplanes, and he traveled all over the world. And when he was a smoker, and like many people back in that age, and he took this lighter with him everywhere around the world. And I remember as a kid hearing the stories about all around the world is kind of what got me started in traveling a lot. So this lighter is one of my favorite objects that I have. So here's an example of like a show and tell session that we might do. You want to take a look at it? Yeah, you can open it. It still works, although there's the flint. I don't know where to get a flint here, so I haven't found one yet.
Is there a hidden compartment?
This one, it pops out. No, it's on the inside. You open it up.
Well, what do you hide in there?
And then you can pull. No, the top part, the main part. Yeah, you can pull that out. So this does pop out, and there's under here. There's a little space down here at the bottom. They used to put flints in like other objects in here back when you could sneak things around easier.
For example, like a love letter. No?
Yes, a very, very short haiku love letter. You could fit in there. Yes, three letters long. A 3-letter long love letter could easily fit in there. Yeah, and hopefully it wasn't flammable. So hopefully it was not a flammable love letter. Yeah. So, but yeah, I think. In America, maybe it gives us an advantage as kids to kind of be able to stand up in front of people and talk about things. So I guess most people here, or half the people here didn't have that experience, but it's never too late to start. You can just start going around the street or to your coworkers and showing them random things and telling them about it. Yeah, like look at this. What do you think? Yeah.
I see. Thank you so much, Jared. Do you have any question?
Tell us about your startup.
Yeah.
My startup.
Story.
Okay, so the quick story for him. Well, once upon a time, in 2018, there was a little boy, pre-COVID, yes, who went to a restaurant and had an idea for accessing menus via QR code.
That was you?
Yeah.
Oh.
You did that?
And
Do you have any UX designers?
I did not at the time. QR codes, surprisingly, don't have much UX design into them. But I did learn. Yeah, I know what you mean. But I did learn that QR codes were invented in Japan. So they were invented by Honda, right? And for inventory management.
Yeah, to solve a couple of very specific problems.
Yeah, and I think Honda was the first big user of it for their car part inventory. Like, I don't know, in the 90s or something like that. I don't know when. But when I first came to Japan was the first time I saw a QR code. That was 10 years ago. And I remember connecting online. You remember a line you would connect with the QR code on your phones? And I was like, holy shit, this is like really fast and cool. Well, in America, we never used QR codes. But before 2018, I had the idea to use menus with QR codes. Like you put a QR code on the table. I'm sure you've seen it by now. And at that time, it wasn't very popular. And then something called the pandemic started, the coronavirus pandemic. And then all of a sudden, it blew up. It was funny, even before, in 2018, I remember showing some people in America this, and they didn't even know how to scan a QR code. So it kind of felt flat, but I still felt like it was something there, and then stuck with it, and then timing wise got really lucky, and then a same client that we were using, another company was also a client of theirs doing another similar but different technology, and then they ended up acquiring us in 2021. Yeah. So mine was Zenu. Yeah.
Like menu with a Z.
With a Zen. Yeah. With a Z. With a Z. Yeah.
Sorry, I should have taken into account my audience here in America.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a menu with a Z.
With a Z. And then
Yeah.
we went through the 500 Startups Accelerator here in Japan. So if anybody's doing a startup, I highly recommend accelerators. The company that acquired us went through Y Combinator, so we got to tap into, that's another huge community in the US. And it's called Byte Ninja, if anybody's wants to look them up. And now I'm still working with them. Now we're doing, like everybody else, going into AI. And now that's what we're working on for drive-thrus in the United States is AI order taking. AI order taking for drive-thrus
By voice?
in America, by voice, audio.
That's you. Interesting. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Well, that's me. That's a few of us, but yeah. We don't have any clients in Japan. If you know anybody in Japan who's interested, like I said, we do not operate in Japan, so I can't help with Japanese sales questions or anything like that. I have questions about that.
So, well, maybe we can talk.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Arigato.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Thank you so much for listening our Creative Tech podcast today. We hope our story to help your career and life. See you soon. Bye bye.